Hi guys, hello. It's Darlene with Chocolate Tour. Happy Tuesday. We're doing Christmas, yay. 11th day of our 12 days of Christmas in July. Yeah, they haven't been sequential right. Well, they haven't been right in a row. That's okay. There are no rules to this. Uh-oh. Turn off the notifications. How is everybody? Turn down my volume. Sorry. I have to have it on for when, to get phone calls. How is everybody? Happy Tuesday. We are doing this big transfer here. I can't wait to see it done. I did do cutouts to go with it. You could just chalk onto a surface. This is our 18 by 18 box frame that retired. I do have 10 of these. So I do have 10 of these left. So if you need one, I have some. Or if you have one, flip it over and you can use the back. Okay, so they are reversible. So if you have something on one side, you can just flip it over. The only problem would be if you put hooks at the top. Okay, so if you put hooks at the top to hang it, you might have an issue. But if you use the command strips, you can peel those off. That's the great thing about the command strips. So you could use either side. We are actually not going to paint this. Surprise. I'm going to leave it the white color. I don't know why. I just kind of want it to be crisp white. I did all the words. Okay, there's just a jumble of words here. This says, enjoy the magic of the season, and then it's got some holly and berries. We're going to paint the edge, and I really want to do it with our cherry red. So we might have to do 2 coats because, sometimes it does not take with just 1 coat. But we have our moss, our cherry red, and our black. I want to do all the words in black, and then there's holly leaves and berries. So of course the holly leaves will be in our moss, and then the berries in our red. So yeah, there's a ton ton of little pieces to figure out where does it go. So we will figure that out. We will chalk all of this, but let me see who's here first. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. Let me just pull it up on here. Sometimes it connects, sometimes it doesn't. I love this one. I love our box frames. I'm sad that we don't have a surface like this, but there is one thing that you can do. You can go to Hobby Lobby and you can get a sign, go to their clearance section. Okay, when they clearance at the end of a season, like they clearance at the end of summer, they clearance at the end of Halloween, Easter, whatever. Or they're just clearancing. Get those frames and paint over it. You might have to sand it down a little bit. I made a mistake at the craft show. I had when we had all the girls down at the beach, I had Janine and Sue go over to Hobby Lobby and pick me up a couple of signs to paint, and I didn't sand them down. I just tried to paint over the words, and they showed. And I didn't have extra paint there. So you'll have to just sand it a little bit, get some of the words off if you're going to paint over it. Okay. But yeah, that's a possibility completely, is just getting something from Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's or wherever. Have your hubby cut a piece of wood that size. So, and we do have a sign that's that size, but it's really pricey. I love the frame, so I have 10 of them left. So I'm going to post it after this. If you want one, you can grab one of those. And I think I have 10 of the transfers, and the cutouts, I can cut out as many as you need. This also will be great on a pillow. We're absolutely going to do this on a pillow, and it would be perfect on one that is just colored. You could just use this on a red pillow and ink it in white on a green pillow and ink it in white. Or do a lighter color and do all the colors. So anyways, let me see who's here. We'll get started right away. Happy Tuesday, guys. How is everybody? Hi, Tina. Good morning. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Laura. Hi, Tony. Good morning. Hi, Deb, my sister. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Hi, Doris, my sister. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning, Lori. Hi, Vicki Campbell. Hi, Karen West and Bridget. Hi, Janine. Good morning. Hi, Pam. Hello, April. Yeah, that's what you do. Help it up. That's perfect. Just go and look. You could even take your measuring tape. If you need to have something a certain size, take a measuring tape with you. Nobody cares. Okay, I promise. I promise they don't. Or one of those little, it doesn't have to be a measuring tape. It can be one of those little tapes that rolls up. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that are just, they're just the tape. Yeah, one of those, but not in the actual plastic measuring tape. So, hi, Cynthia. Yeah, definitely do that. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Sarah. How are you? I know, I love this transfer. It's amazing. Can't wait to do it. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Nana. Laura, sometimes you go to Goodwill or St. Vincent's thrift store. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You can go and look for frames, and you can have piece of wood cut go in it, or canvas. You can buy a canvas. I am not really a fan of canvases because if I get a canvas, I'm going to paint it. Okay, so like a canvas, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint it, and that is just what I'm going to do. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get our first coat of red on here really quick, and then we'll start talking. I think that's what I want to do, because I know that it's going to take 2 coats. So why not just get 1 coat on there right away, and then we can let it dry. I'm pretty sure it's going to take 2 just because, oh, here, let's put you down the project. That would help. I know, and actually you can probably see. We were having this debate. I'm in a little group, and we're having this debate on whether you like to see me or if you like to see the project. So, but this way I put myself up in the corner somehow. 3 times the charm, Darlene. But some people, their viewers like to see them the whole time. And I'm like, well, I know that we talked about this before, and you guys like to see the project. So I'm going to leave it like this, but there might be times when I say, okay, I'm just going to paint like this one. I probably could chalk, and you guys could see everything because it's fairly big. So let me just I hope I'm not being sloppy on that side. I should have got a smaller brush. I'm just going to go around it one time. I might only need one time. Guys, we might luck out. And this red is actually covering really well. So this is just our chalk paste. I want it to match. I want it to match with what I'm chalking inside. And there's not a lot of red inside. The only red is the berries. So I wanted to have more Christmas red on this. So hey, I'm going to do the frame. Oh, and guess what? I did find an air conditioner to order to take up to my cabin. Yay. Because it's been hot. It's been in the 90s. It's been in the 90s. So hubby came home yesterday, and he surprised me. He's like, he comes home and he always, takes care of his lunchbox, and he, of course, has to pet the dogs and all of that. And he says, I have to run down to 7-Eleven and get some lottery tickets because the lottery is really high. I'm like, oh, okay. And he says, well, this is what I had in my drawer that I'm just going to, and it was like, I think it was like $40, something like that. I'm like, okay, I have some money in my drawer. Let me go grab some. So I went and I contributed too. And he said, well, actually both of the lotteries are high. I'm going to split it and I'll get half and half. And then he started talking. He goes, what would you do if we won the lottery? I'm like, first thing, I would get a financial advisor, because you wouldn't want to just go into it and not have good advice. And he said, well, then what would you do? I was like, well, I don't know. He's like, well, I would give the kids each $5 million and I would do this. He's got all these big dreams. He goes, I just can't wait to quit my job. So he was dreaming big last night. He was thinking, and we haven't checked our numbers, but who else bought lottery tickets yesterday? Why not? Why not you, right? It could be one of us. Wouldn't that be so exciting if it was one of us? That would be so exciting. I could do a lot of things. I could donate more. I could definitely donate more to Watts of Love. That would be amazing. Maybe I could pay for solar lights for an entire tribe, just myself. So we have tickets for that, and then the one that's tonight too. So why not us? Why not one of you guys? or me. Somebody's got to win, right? This actually looks pretty good, but I'm going to sand it down. It's a little rough. So sometimes when you paint the edge, it gets rough. So let me see. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to what's going on here. Oh, Tina, you like to see me. Okay. Okay, perfect. Both Terry says keep sewing retractable measuring tape in your purse to measure. That's perfect. That is great. That's so smart to do that. I need to do that. And let me just scroll through. Hi Carrie, how are you? Tina says her sister-in-law is having trouble breathing and had a bad dehydrated, so she's oh, I'm sorry. That's hard. Bad UTI. That's never fun. Never fun. So we will continue praying. That's really hard. Hi Linda, how are you? Sarah, your husband bought tickets. And Laura, I did see your post. I saw your post this morning. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I need to ask. Oh my goodness. Oh, nobody won. Oh wow. So nobody won, so it rolls over. Well, but we could have won 5 numbers, right? Instead of 6. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. I hope no dogs come in and lick that, because that would not be good. Okay, we do have to fuzz our transfer because it hasn't been, well, you know what? Here's the thing. There's a lot of it that is, you know what? I don't know if I need to fuzz it. I just need to slide these pieces in there. So let's figure out what goes where. That's my issue. So the words are easy. Let's figure out where our words go. That goes there. Should I turn it over? Maybe I should turn it over and flip it, and then it's kind of hard because there are so many little pieces. I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna flip it over, and we are going to just start putting pieces on. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, well, if nobody won, then we still have a chance. So that means that I need to get more money out of my drawer, right? Sometimes I just put money in there because I'm too lazy to go to the bank. Is anybody else like that? I don't deal with cash. If somebody gives me cash, it usually just goes right into my drawer, and then if I need it, like for my house cleaner, I have it. I'm going to do the big stuff first. We're going to do all of the big stuff, and I'm going to hope that I am fairly close. We can pull it off and we can move them, but it's going to be a little bit challenging. So, like I said, the payout would be 514 million after taxes. Wow, that would be really awesome. Okay, so we're going to try again. We'll have to buy more. That's okay. I remember when it just kept growing and growing and growing. It was crazy. And then somebody won it all. What do you do with all that money? You know? What do you do? Okay. I'm hoping that we can do everything. You know what? We might have to do the words and pull them off and then do all the other stuff. It's looking like things are going to overlap a little bit. So I think that we will do all of the words first, and then we will see about doing all the other things. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Okay? Does that make sense? Because I feel like some of these are going to overlap. We can try to get them on there. Okay. I know I'm probably going to have to move stuff. But this is a big transfer. So if you want to chalk all these things, then this is what you're going to do. You're going to figure it out. Okay. And we have to figure it out upside down. It's like, where do all these go? This goes up here, and it's going to be in the way of that. So we're going to wait on that. That one's going to be up in that corner. And so when we flip it, it's going to actually be over here. And then where's this one go? Oh my goodness. Yeah, they all go somewhere. So they all go somewhere. So right down here. This one goes here. So see what I'm saying? They would overlap a little bit. So you can't do all of them right now. You have to wait for some of these because it's going to overlap. That one I can do. That one can go in there. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces here. There's a lot of pieces that, where's this one go? Oh, that one goes there. That one, no, that one we can do. Okay. You would help some of your family pay off bills. Absolutely. That's what I would do too. I feel like I would get my kids set up so that they didn't have to work quite as hard because, you know, it's really tough for people nowadays. And gosh, you know, I always feel like, you know, everyone is kind of struggling. And wouldn't it be nice to just help them so they didn't have to struggle as much? Okay, I know this goes here. I had to cut this little piece out because the Chocator, their file didn't have that. So they were missing one of the things. I'm going to have to let them know because that is never fun when you go to do something and it is actually missing. I think this goes here. Okay, all these little pieces, we're going to flip this over and hope that nothing moves. There's just a couple that we have to wait to do that aren't gonna line up properly because they would be too close to the words. And it might just be that I have the words so they're not exact. So we only have three. We only have three that are problem children. So let's try flipping this over. We're going to grab our backer sheet and we're going to flip this whole thing. Okay. Ooh, which is my right side? Okay, let's write on, this is the back side. And we're just going to put enjoy. Enjoy. Let's just put enjoy. I'm going to tap it with a paper towel really quick to get some of that off. Help the veterans. Yeah, absolutely. Nobody needs that much money. Right. Yeah, I would definitely give a lot away. Okay, this looks good. Let's see what we have to move, if anything. It's okay if it's not exact, but if there's something that I can move. Let's see, this one right here, I'm just going to slightly move it over. There we go. I think that most people that win, they do end up helping and donating and that kind of thing because, gosh, you know, it's just so much money. We do have a friend that won. And I think they're at their last year of receiving the money. I think that they are just about done with receiving money. This looks like it's off a little bit. Maybe their cutting file was a little bit off. This is from Chocator, their cutting file. Okay, let me see if I can get this in here. Nope, I can't. So this one, and this one, we'll wait until we've done those words, okay? So let's just start with our small stuff. Let's just start with our little stuff on the outside so we can pull those things out. Help domestic violence, absolutely, absolutely, yes, I know. We all would have our passions, right? We all would have our passion on what we would help, who we would help. So let's start at the top. And so we're using moss. I'm wondering if it's going to be easier to use multi-tools on some of this, like on the berries. It's gonna be easier for me to just go like this and do the berries, okay, with a multi-tool, and then I can grab a squeegee and do my holly leaves, right? Is that holly? And we'll just work down. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll get enjoy out of the way. Maybe we could do that. We'll just work. And I'm going to have to set these somewhere. So I don't have a big enough table to put stuff everywhere. Laura says your sister has struggled a lot with addiction. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. That is so hard. Okay, there's the first one. Look at how cute that is. Addiction's terrible. I don't have anyone close to me anymore that is going through it, but I have had that, you know, in our family, you know, we've had people in our family that have had issues, and it is just the hardest, most heartbreaking thing. to watch them go through it and watch them backslide. It is just terrible. It's it's a demon. It just is. And people that don't know, they think, why can't they just stop? Because sometimes they just can't. Sometimes they just can't. We are going to lay this down, and we're going to do, there's going to be like a few little berries here and there that we can't do because they're not cut out. They didn't cut out every little circle. So we're going to lay this transfer down onto the board. Okay, let me get the E out. I want to chalk and peel before things dry. So the E is separate, so let me pull the E out. Yeah, I'm going to need a board, like a table that is like really big. It's not. Okay. Let me get that E out. If I can make sure that I got everything on it. Oh gosh. Did you hear Stubby? Stubby's down here. Okay. Pull that out. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to pull things out and I'm going to keep going. Chalking and peeling on this part is really hard because this is a big word. So I might have to just pull it up so that it doesn't dry on the silk screen and then just keep going. Let me get some more black. I didn't get enough. And I want to be careful around here because I don't want to get it onto the little greenery there. Yeah, so if you can butter toast, you can do this, but you better butter that toast really quickly. This is a more challenging one. Okay, so this would not be a beginner project. I wouldn't suggest this for your first project, but maybe your second or third or fourth. Okay, it's not a beginner project. If you're going to do this as a beginner, have a helper. You can have 2 people working on this at one time. You can each be doing part of this, Okay, so then you're going to have to peel it up and get that word out of there. Okay. I want to have a place to hold it where there's no chalk. Okay. And then I have to lay it down and fix anything. So I didn't get right there for some reason. Okay, so laying it back down. Gonna fix my area. Peel it back up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, pull that out. All right, looks good. Piece by piece, guys. I'm gonna have to set things here and there. Okay, so now we can actually do these. Let's do the little things up in the corner. Let's go ahead and do these little holly leaves and berries. Okay, I knew this would be a little tricky, but that's okay. We're up for the challenge, right? And there's going to be a little bit of black on that berry. That's okay. We're not going to cry about it, right? We are not going to cry over black on our, maybe it's just black cherries. Okay, and then we'll put this up here. So this one goes in this corner. It was just too close to the word. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to sit down for a second. Tony, I'm a recovering addict. August 6th will be 6.5 years. That is awesome. I'm so proud of you. It takes a lot. It does. It just, it really is hard, and it's hard to watch family go through that. Laura says it's been hard on the family. So many bridges burned. Hard to try. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know. I pray she doesn't give up too. I know. It's just one day at a time, everybody. That's all you can do with anything in life. It's one day at a time. Just keep going. So I'm going to stand up again. I'm going to try to be careful and not get too much black in there. I'm going to end up going over that. Yeah. So I'm going to do this one too. Let's just do both at the same time. I can't wait to see this all put together. My problem will be getting everything back in the right place. As long as it's kind of, we'll be able to lay it in there and get it just perfect or close to perfect. As long as it's close, I'm okay with that. And I'm also wondering about these little dots that are here and there that weren't cut out. Maybe I just paint those on instead of putting the transfer down onto the board. That looks good. It doesn't look too terrible. We'll touch up the black part where it has black on the edge. We'll touch that up. Okay, so we're gonna dip this in here, get some more. Yeah, this is a big project. The other choice was the front door leaner, the porch leaner. So I went to do it. I forgot. I had cut out all the pieces, but then somebody ordered it, and so I sold. I already mailed out my cutouts, and it was like midnight, and I wasn't going to start up the laser at midnight to cut that out. And I was like, oh, I have these, so we'll just do this. We'll just punt. So we'll do the porch leaner maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it another day. Okay, we're getting there. All of our pieces. We're getting there one step at a time. All right. Next, let's do this. It'll be easy to get these out of there, and then we'll do some words. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Hi, Carol. Good morning. Hi, Trish. So we are doing Enjoy the Magic of the Season, and we're going to put it on our box frame. Here's our box frame. It's drying. So if you don't have one of these, I do have 10. I do have 10 of these still. These are the big box frames. And what I'll do is I'll make my screen a little bit smaller so that you can see more, maybe. There we go. All right. So okay, so this piece goes down here. This is like one of the last things. All right, let's do these two, and then we'll work down. We'll just keep going. It's going to work out just fine. What I need to do is not be touching these things up here. I could put my frame over here and start just setting some things in it. Let's do that. Let's just do that. I have like a little small area here where I could do that. And I'm just going to start putting these up at the top. Okay. And that way they're not, I'm afraid I'm going to touch them. And I work too hard. I work too hard to mess them up, guys. All right. This is going right there. Sorry, you really can't see this, but you'll be able to see it when it's all done. That one goes up in the corner, but I do have to touch that one up. This one goes in the other corner. This is going to look so cute, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to have it all done. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Wow. So does anybody have any plans this weekend? You know I do. I am going to run away and go up to the cabin and spend some time with some family and friends. My daughter is going to be up there with her hubby and her doggies, and neighbors. The neighbors that we go out to the desert with. So that group of people, they're going to be up there camping, and we will be at the cabin. The cabin is probably, through traffic, it's going to be probably 20 minutes away. It really isn't that far if there's no traffic, but gosh, you guys, it just gets worse and worse in those little towns, in those little touristy towns in the summer. Okay, peel that off of there. Gonna peel that up. Gonna carefully pull that out, and I'll put it on my frame over here. And then this side. I know, I love this too. You can't do talking until the cushion. Okay, perfect. You can't do talking until you get that done. Okay, perfect. And you're glad. Oh, you're glad. Okay, so the porch leaners will be coming. Yes, I'm going to do the porch leaner. I have all the little cutouts. And you know what? What I did was I found a sign at Hobby Lobby, and I just painted the back side of it. So all I did was I took one of their porch leaners. I got it 75% off. It was from fall last year, and it still was pricey. Okay, so 75% off. It was still, I don't know. It started out at $39.99, so whatever that is, $7.50. So I probably could have just bought some wood, but wood at that point last year was still really expensive. So pull that out. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there one step at a time, guys. All right, let's do the word the. Let's just plop some on there. It actually took more than I thought last time, so I'll put a decent amount. I don't want to waste it, so I'm only going to do in the areas where there's silk screen. I'm not going to get too crazy like that. I feel like I wasted a lot, but sometimes it's hard when you're scraping it off. You want to scrape it off really well, because that's what presses it down through that transfer. That's like your last thing, is when you scrape it, it pushes it down through there. So I know. I'm glad I had these all painted. So what I did, I didn't really tell you, I base coated this with white because I want the edges to kind of blend into the frame. I didn't want them to really stand out. But if you want it to stand out, you can definitely do it a different color. Okay, I'm going to peel that up and take that word out. So it's just one step at a time. If you're going to chalk this directly onto a pillow or onto a frame, then you are going to just have this laying down and just chalk and peel, chalk and peel. Okay, there's our word the. We're getting there. And I decided I wanted the words just all in black. I could have done the words in red. I could have chosen any color. You can do this all in one color. So have you seen some of the things that some of the other designers are doing that are just black and white? There's some really great things that a couple of designers have been doing that are just black and white, and they're gorgeous. She did the Santa black and white. She did the gingerbread in just black and white, the gingerbread sign. And that's pretty. So you could do that. You could do just black and white, and it would be perfect. So it's totally up to you. I like traditional colors. That's me. I don't go with the trends. So I just read last night that gray is going out as far as a base color in your home. Well, it's not going out in my home because I'm not changing stuff. They said they're going back to beige. I'm not. We had beige for so long. I am not changing. I don't know about any of you, but beige was in for how many years? Decades. And when we finally went to gray, what a refreshing thing. And now they're saying we need to change. I'm not changing. I am going to stay with what I like. If I like a color, it doesn't matter if it's trendy or not. I'm just going to stick with it. Last year we found fortune cleaners. What are fortune cleaners? Fortune cleaners in the Target. So, porch cleaners. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that they had porch cleaners. Let me look and see. Oh, it's supposed to be 106 today. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, that is so hot. Okay, this one I'm going to just peel up a lot. Okay, so I'm going to peel up this direction and hopefully be able to get this out because this is a big word. And I hope I got everything. Oh, I missed right there. So don't just rip it off like a Band-Aid, guys. If you have to go back and fix something. And I may have to touch something up after it's pulled out. Okay, that's okay. I do realize that. I realize I need a friend here to help me. I need a friend to help chalk. And don't get your transfer folded over and stuck to itself. But if you do, don't panic. Okay, there's our word magic. We're getting there. I'm putting this over here onto my board as we go. And let me just make room. I might have to move things around, but I'll draw everything first. Okay, let's do our word of the, our words of the, and then let's do our little leaf. We'll just do our little small things that we can. And let's see, you bought some too. Oh yeah, the black, gray, black, white. Plain. Yeah, me too. Me too. I love gray. I'm not doing away with gray. I love gray. Except on my hair. I don't like my hair gray. And that's okay. That's okay, guys. You know what? If you want to color your hair, or if you don't want to color your hair, you do you. You do you. I promise. It's a-okay. And if you want to color your little table, which I just did, go right ahead. Okay, so this is cherry, moss, and black. So 3 colors. You don't need a lot of colors on here. If you want to do other colors, you're absolutely fine with doing that. But honestly, these colors are perfect just like this. And I'm just putting everything over there. So let's do our leaves. let's work upward, and then we'll only have to do this. So once we get season out of there, we're just going to have to do this last one because I can't fit this in here. It's too close. Okay, so let's do our other little ones. Yeah, I find the porch leaners, if you can get them, it's a lot cheaper to do that if you get them at a discount and just paint over them. So I am having to do 2 coats of paint because it was orange on one side. It said happy fall. And then the other side, it just says welcome. So I'm leaving the welcome side for now. And the happy fall is being changed. So I asked Tara, I said, which should I do? Should I get rid of the welcome, or should I get rid of the happy fall? And she goes, you need to just get rid of the welcome. I mean, the happy fall, and leave the welcome, because welcome can be there all year long. So I love those double-sided ones. Okay, we're getting down there. Yay. And then we'll dry it and we'll glue everything on. It's actually going faster than I thought. I thought it was going to take forever. And it's not. It's actually going pretty quick. You stay with what you like. Yeah, exactly. All right. Oh, have a great day, Terry. Sorry you have to head to work. I'll be heading to work soon too, though. I know it's really tough when you have to still work. I'm a little jealous of those, Pam, that are retired. Pam. One of these days, Darlene will be retired, or just more tired every day. It just might be that. So I always joke and say, yeah, I'm retired every day, tired again and again and again. Yeah, what can you do? It's not time for me to retire. I'm not old enough to retire yet, so I wouldn't get Social Security, and I've been self-employed for so long, so I'm not going to get a lot of Social Security because I've been self-employed. So I have to wait until I can draw from my husband's, and that's what I'll end up doing. Okay, so there's that. So now we're going to do the word season, and then we're going to do this little right here, and then what we'll do, I don't know if I should chance putting this down onto the thing. Probably not. What I'll do is I will take a pencil, or not a pencil, I'll take the end of I'll take one of the ends of my paintbrushes, and I'm going to do these because I'm not going to chance putting this down onto my surface and all this other color get on it. I think that would just be not a good thing. I would really cry if I messed up the surface and have to repaint it. That would not be fun. And this is a brand new black. I've used a lot of it already. And look at my mess over here. Yeah, I cannot chalk without making a mess. It's just a requirement for me, guys. So if you see that it starts to dry, just peel up that corner, because this is a big word. So I might have to peel this corner up. It's a little bit hot in my room. I did not crank the air conditioning on this morning. I'm trying to be really good and not use it as much, but I do have to have it on when I'm running the lasers. Your laser needs to be at a certain constant temperature, and you should never have it like out in a garage where it's going to get to 120 or whatever out there when it's closed up. Yeah, it shortens your life of your laser tube when it gets that hot. Your laser tube should always stay close within 20 degrees. And that's just proven fact that if you have your laser and it's getting hot, cold, your laser tube, the life of it is going to be shortened. So if you keep it in a environment where it is controlled, where like we have central air, we have central heating, and it's actually usually within 10 degrees all year long. We don't deviate from that. So it's important, like you guys that are thinking of getting lasers, think about that, where you're going to put it. I know a lot of people put it out in their garage, and that's not the ideal place because it's not going to last as long, or down in a basement where it gets cold or too hot. So, and you can't run it if it's too hot. It will destroy it. All right, we're going to peel this really soon. And then we're going to do that last little leaf right here at the last ivy. All right, peel this up. All right, it might be easier to peel it from the other direction. We'll see. We will see, and then I'll look at comments. Okay, need to fix this right here. You just peel. Try to get to a part where it is kind of, I feel like it didn't get all the way to the edge right there. I don't know if it's just not going through there. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to end up washing my hands. I don't want to get stuff all over this. I don't want this to be the last thing and I totally mess it up. All right, here we go. Please don't fold over. Okay, I'm going to just set this up here because I don't know that I have room on my board. Now lay this back down. Okay, we're doing good. And it kind of stuck, but it's not really stuck. We're just going to peel gently. Gently like that. Okay. I know. You never thought you'd work at a job for 35 years and earn Teamster. That is awesome. That is way cool. Gray is neutral, so you can always add beige. Oh, okay, yeah, that's smart, Sarah. You can always add things to it. You don't have to totally change your colors. Yep, for sure. For sure. Sarah says she bought several of the things for 75% off. Yeah, I like getting stuff at that price. 75% off is great. Okay, just lining that up. There is a little bit of black in it. It's okay. I'm not going to cry. We're not going to cry over that, right? No crying and chalking, guys. Oops, and I got some green in my berry. It's all right. We are just going with it. There's only that one that I am going to touch up. And if I have to touch this one up, I will. You know, it's a part of life that things aren't going to be perfect. And just like, you know, a lot of things like the Amish quilts, they purposely make a mistake in every quilt because, and I just made a big mistake on that, because nobody's perfect. Except for that one person that's no longer here on this earth. So, all right. There we go. It's a little bit cherry. It's black cherry. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, so let's do this. Let's set this over here. I want to be able to look at it for placement. I'm going to set it down on the floor and pray to God that my dogs do not come running through and track chalk paste through my house. Okay, these are clean. All right, I need a paper towel to just put this stuff on. Yeah, let me just get this stuff out of the way. All right, that's good. My fingers are dry, so I'm going to be fine. Let's dry these, and then we'll bring in our frame. The frame I've just been setting everything on, so let's try this really quickly. That was a lot to chalk, guys. That was a lot to chalk. It's just not fully ripe. There you go. There you go. I'm not going to worry about it. Not even gonna worry. Alrighty. How is my dad doing? He's doing okay. Thank you for asking. I talk to him every week. I think I missed 1 week recently, but yeah, I talk to him every Sunday and sometimes during the week. He's doing good. He had to move into a different room. They told him he wouldn't have to, that he could stay over in the memory care side because that's where his brother is, but yeah, that didn't last because the people that told him are not the ones that make the rules. So, all right, it's the people that ensure everything. You know what? I was going to sand this down. It's a little rough on the side. I am going to, what am I going to do? I don't want to sand it and get stuff all over the place. I'm going to just lightly sand it. Just really lightly. It's kind of rough. And I might sand it afterwards. Oh, that kind of smoothed it down. I'm just going really careful, not back and forth. It just had a little rough area. Same over here. So I'm just going to just kind of go like this. So he's all settled into the new area. So he's in one that has just a single bed area. So he says it's smaller. Of course, it's smaller. He doesn't like the bathroom because it's kind of funky the way that he's like in a corner unit. And so it's hard for him to get into the sink area. So, you know, there's things that are not going to be perfect, but he's doing good. Okay, let's draw out the rest of this and then we'll get the other words put in here. This is really pretty. I love it. I love this. But I want to make sure everything's dry. And then we'll get it arranged. And then we'll add some extra little berry dots in there. Now this is super pretty. This is why I wanted to leave the background the color that it is, and paint the words white and the things white. Okay. All right. And then let's get this in here so that I know where everything goes. Where does this go? See, it's like that. It's like that last final puzzle piece, right? Is the last final puzzle piece gonna fit? Okay, that goes like that. How does that enjoy go? See, this is kind of tucked in like that. Let me scooch this up now. I do have kits. I do have just regular chalk paste. I don't have chalk. I don't have the brand new colors. I'm going to fix this in a second. This piece was an extra. It was down here. Okay, so let's move this all up. We're just going to get everything the way it's supposed to be. And if we think that it will look better a different way, we're going to do it. There, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly like the transfer, but the transfer looked good. So we're gonna get close. There's gonna be some berries in here, and then this goes down here, and then that goes in there. That is looking so good. I'm looking at my screen and it looks fabulous, guys. Guys, this is looking really good. Okay, so piece of brown paper. Yes, brown paper is great for that. Yes, if I had it, if I had it in here, I would do that. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely used that. I need to just touch this up, so I'm going to grab some white paint from over here, and I'm just going to touch up the edge. So I'm just going to use a stylus and open up the lid. So I'm just going to open the lid. There's always going to be some paint right there for you. You don't have to pour it into a palette dish. Take your stylus, and we will just touch this up where I had a boo-boo. Darlene had a boo-boo. And then we'll dry it, and I'll touch up the red after that. Okay, so we'll dry that really quickly. But I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to touch up. We will put some berries here and there with the end of a brush. Was that cherry chalk? Yes. The cherry around here was the chalk. So I love that color. I love that color. Let's dry this really quick, and we'll fix that little piece. So I just had that one piece. You know, you can always touch things up. We're not going to be perfect, right? Okay, so then I can go back and I can grab some of the cherry and I can round out that little berry. Okay, so where I had touched it up. Okay, and it will just dry. Okay, so that goes up in the corner. And then I think what I want to do is I want to glue everything down, and then I'll go back and I'll put berries here and there. So let me make sure that everything is the way that I want it to be. Does everything look good? I feel like there's something that isn't quite where it should be. You know what? That's okay there, and that's okay there. What doesn't look right? Something doesn't look quite right. Maybe it's the angle of this. There we go. There we go. Does everything else look good to you? I know we could sit here, we could tweak it in and tweak it in, but I think it's looking good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start gluing. And then what we'll do is we'll add a few berries. I think it looks good. I think it looks great. Here's all my little chalk stuff. my squeegees are in there. All right, so just start gluing it down one by one, guys. I use Aleene's Tacky Glue. If you have a favorite glue that you prefer, just use that. You don't have to change. I just like this because I like to be able to move things if I have to. If I have the super glue that dries right away, oh my goodness. I couldn't do that because I make mistakes, guys. I have things that I have to change sometimes. Okay, I'm going to put that down and kind of wiggle a little bit, get it into place. Okay, then we'll get this into place. We're just going to start at the top and go down. And hopefully get everything back exactly where it was. Okay. A lot of gluing. All right. So I do want to choose somebody for a sprinkle gift. If you sprinkled, just put put sprinkle there. And you know what that means? That means S-H-A-R-E. So it's not going to be this kit. It'll be something else. But I'm trying to do that all month. All month we want to do sprinkle gifts. So even if you said before that you S-H-A-R-E-D, that you already did, go ahead and put that here telling me, because I'm going to choose from the bottom and bottom up, go up. I'm going to make it easy on myself. So go ahead and put that you did that so that I know. I will go back and verify. If you didn't do it and I go back and I find out, I'll choose somebody else. So sorry. Okay. Trying to get it right back where it was. Sometimes it's difficult, but you know what? This is going to look so good. This is going to look really good. I'm really excited. This one I wanted for myself. But you know I'll end up selling it. This is going to be something that brings people into my booth. They're going to see this from a distance and they're going to want to go check it out because it really, honestly, it looks pretty fabulous. It does, in my opinion. You don't need glue on everything. I just put some here and there. All right. And then just kind of, that's a big word. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle it to get it seated down on there. Oh, I already did that one. I'm trying to take it off. I'm going to put some berries over by this. Oh, that one I already did too. Darlene, quit messing with stuff. And let's do all our other leaves and stuff so that these stay in place when we take off that word. Okay. All right. It is looking so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be able to do this and have this done. And so I have transfers. I think I have 10 transfers. I have 10 of the frames. And the transfer is still available. You can always order online. Remember, if you order and $50 or more, is it 50? Guys, help me. Then next month and the next month you can choose one order and you can get 20% off of it. So we do have more another Christmas release coming up. We have more Christmas transfers coming up and we were told that they are fabulous. So I believe them. Okay, that looks good right there. Let me just kind of wiggle it. I think I glued everything. Let me just kind of make sure that everything's glued. I think I glued everything. If I pick it up, I'll know, right? Designers can't share. I know, yeah. But that's the rules that you can't. I know. $50. Thank you. You know, sometimes you second guess yourself, Sarah. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, let me get, I wanted to put a few berries here and there. I think it looks great. Thank you for sprinkling again. I appreciate that. Cynthia, your Dollar Tree doesn't have the calendars. I have calendars coming as far as what the order says. Thank you. I love this too. All right, let me grab a better brush that has a better end on it. I want one that's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to just do dip dots. Let's see if it works. We need to have a couple over here. We know that for sure. That we just need to have some berries by this this little thing here. So yeah, so it's working. Let's get our little 3 berries there. And then where else did they have them? They have them just here and there. I honestly feel like that was really the only place that needed them. But they do have them here and there. What do you think? I'll probably need to put a few here or there just because they have them. I don't know. I actually think it looks good. That was the only one that I really needed. It needed some berries. Guys, I'm going to stop. Okay. I'm not going to do any more. I only wanted to make sure that one had some little berries by it because it was kind of lonely. It didn't have the berry cutout. Maybe I need to go back and just make a berry cutout, but it actually doesn't have it right there on the silk screen. Okay, let's dry that, and then I'm gonna put you up to myself. All right, hey, let's dry that really quick. I love this one. I love it. Oh my gosh, guys. It turned out so good. I'm so excited. I am super excited that it turned out so nice. Let me put you up to myself. There we go. There we go. Hi, guys. I dug this shirt out of my closet. I was like, what haven't I wore for a long time? I think I've wore this once. Look at this. Isn't this great? This is fabulous. And let me just go in. I'm going to go in. And so, what do you think, guys? Isn't this great? I love it. I absolutely love it. Can you see my background? Can you see my, here's all my paint up here. You see that up in the thing? I love this. This is awesome. All right. Enough. That's kind of funny. So there's a reason. There's a reason I'm posing by this. There's a reason, so I can screenshot it. You guys. It's not just for that. But see all my stuff. See my snowman over there and all my things. So if I go in really far, is that it? Oh, that's as far as the camera goes in. So I have all my paints right there. I have this behind this little thing is all my hidden stuff, like my paper towels and all of that stuff. I love this one. I think it's pretty awesome. I think it turned out really good. I am going to love to put that onto my wall. And I think the Avda is turning, so I need to make sure I put these things. I need to leave it flat now. It's sliding a little bit. My words are sliding a little bit. That's so funny. I'm in a training class, and we were told to hold our picture up at the end, and that way we can take a screenshot and we can put that into a reel. So I was doing my job. You guys. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. This was a fun project. I have 10 of these for you guys. So if anybody wants one, you can grab it over on my VIP group shortly. Okay. It's not there yet. I will go because I want to take a picture. So I'm going to go take a picture. I'll get everything cleaned up. So give me like a half an hour and it'll be over there. The cutouts, I have the cutouts. So if you already have this frame and you've already ordered your transfer and you only need the cutouts pieces, they're over on the website. So let me drop that link right there for you guys. They're over on the website. You did not get that one. Oh yes, I know. Did you do the manger scene? Yes, yeah, the manger scene behind me. Yes, which one is it? Yes, yeah, that one's there. So I did a video. You can go back and watch. There's a video for all of these. There's a video for this and for that. I'm just trying to I'm trying to drop the thing and it's not letting me do it. Yeah. Anyways, I was trying to drop the link for yeah, it's not going to cooperate. It's okay. So I'll put the link. The link is actually at the top if you want to grab just the wood pieces. If you have everything, then just grab that. But this is an amazing transfer. So we'll do this on a pillow too. This is going to look fabulous on a pillow. I can't wait to do that. You can throw it onto your couch. You don't have to have ink. Okay. So for a pillow, you're not always going to wash it. If it's a t-shirt, yeah, you need to use ink for sure. But a pillow, you can get away with using the same colors and same chalk paste. All right, I'm going to go. Any questions? Any questions? All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's Tuesday. Make it a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.